Hey guys, it's Jessica and I am back to do another project share. And before I get into that, I do want to say a quick announcement on my Etsy that if you are interested in these Nature's Haven mini traveler's notebooks that I have in there and I've already done a video on, I'm going to be moving those out of the shop on probably Wednesday. So if you want one, just know that they'll be gone after Wednesday. So on to the project that I wanted to share is that I have had this idea in my head for a little bit, never got it done. And so I wanted to do a goal this weekend of getting this done. I know I've talked about in the past that I have a lot of faux leather, I have a lot of stuff, and I really do just want to, start using what I have. I do still buy things, obviously, especially when, the new cute paper comes out and whatnot, but this is all faux leather that I've had in my stash that I just really wanted to use up. So what I came up with are these mini junk journals that have this faux leather cover. And on the inside, they are the Happy Planner style binding. So then you can add or remove whatever pages you want. And they just go in this cover. So let me start off with one of them and I'll kind of walk you through it. And then I'll go through the other ones a little bit quicker. So initially, it is designed so that the front and back cover can go in this pocket right here. But if you don't want to use it as a pocket, then, if you don't want to put your cover in it, you can just use it as a pocket. So it's meant to close like that. And then you have a protective cover around it. But in addition to that, the actual cover itself is laminated with 5 millimeter. I always confuse myself. It's 5 mils laminating paper. So I have them already listed in my Etsy and it's by the cover name on the inside. So like this one would be called, I think I called it Hocus Pocus. But on the inside here, I did a bunch of random journal cards and just paper that I had in my stash, and just kind of went through all of it and found things that would look cute. And here's a flip out, and I do have a tag that's supposed to go in there. And I did index cards and graph paper and some of this cute little lined paper that has date and page number. And then journal card, some like thin rice paper, another flip out. Let's skip a whole bunch. Some more journal cards, some music paper that's really vintage. And then this trim here I actually just got from Whatnot. This is my first purchase on Whatnot. I really kind of liked it. This is a little order form that's a 3-part that I cut down. So this would be a really cute junk journal for the month of October, or if you do like October dailies, this would be a great way to use that. There's a little over 40 pages, so that would be like 80 front and back, but it's meant to like add pictures and just use it as a junk journal, but really you can use it however you want. And then I used my laser to cut out, and then I hand painted all of these, and then I added them with some glue and a paper clip and just turned it into some really cute like ghost frame paper clips. And all of them will also come with one of these tool paper clips. I only have a few of them down here because I was tying them up on my couch, so I left them up there. But yeah, all of them will come with a tool and a ghost paper clip that you see with the book. So let's add that there. So we have this one. And like I said, you'll notice that I didn't put the front covers in just so it'd be easier for me to show you what the front covers were. So on the paper clip, we have this one. And this one is called Eat, Drink, and Be Spooky. And this is actually like a really nice size deep pocket if you wanted to add some more ephemera, if you wanted to add, whatever it is you want to add in there. if you don't want to keep the cover in there. So that, again, can just slide in. And so on this one, same thing. I use the same type of papers and ephemera and stickers and trims. And the paper, I know that the pinker one is, I think it's Photo Play. The other one I used, it might also be Photo Play. I can't exactly recall. But all of them are also going to come with a little pack of loose ephemera pieces, so you can add and decorate how you want. And then again, the trims that I got from Whatnot, I added on, and those pages. So then, oh, let me add my paper clip so I know which one goes where. So the covers themselves, and I'll just kind of talk you what I did while I open this one up and show you. I sewed these, and initially I was cutting my faux leather down to whatever the length of the sheet was. I was leaving it, so most of them were right around 8.5. Oh, and this, all of them have this trim too, and honestly, I don't remember where I got that from. I want to say I got it from a thrift store. And this is the paper clip. But the faux leather covers, I cut them down to, initially I had them at 3.5, but it was just too small with, once the actual cover of the book was laminated, because you need to add that, you know, that border to your laminated piece. You need to keep it on there so it doesn't pop open. So the actual faux leather covers, I think they're 4 inches wide. Oh, my back cover's coming off. By the length of the paper. So I cut them down to like 4 by 8.5. And then I just kind of eyeballed the pocket sizes. I can tell you it's about 1 3/4 inch deep. So that's how deep the pockets are. So all I did was take my faux leather, I cut it down to 4 by 8.5, and then folded in about 1 3/4 inch, and then I sewed all around it. So this one is called Too Cute to Spook. Just add this back in. And then we'll add that back there. Okay. And this one's one of my favorite paper clips. I love the ghost that peeks up from the top. And this one is called If You've Got It Haunted. I know this is the paper that's Photo Play, and it's like pinks and purples. Excuse me. This one, this card kind of cracks me up. I'm literally dead. And then again, just random pages from my stash, and some index cards, and some rice paper, and just some little embellishing that I did down there, and a flip out that I need to add my tag to, and some graph paper. And then this was a sticker, and I cut it up. Ghouls just want to have fun. Another flip out. And then a noted Project Life card. And then, yeah, all sorts of stuff in there. Oh, I need to re-glue this one apparently. Yep, okay. Let me set that aside so I can fix that one. And then this one, I actually really love the shimmer on this one. The bad thing about doing this project is now I have still 6 strips of faux leather that are smaller than this that I won't be able to use. So I might be able to use them on the really tiny notebooks, but we'll have to see. If not, I'll probably just turn them into bows and use the bows as embellishments somewhere. This is the paper clip on that one. This one's called Creep It Real. And I didn't put this paper in all the way. There we go. And again, I just have all the sorts of different random graph paper and project life cards and index cards and paper from the collection and stickers from the collection. And that is that one. And actually I ended up blowing up this SVG that I have that I used on these ghosts. I blew it up and it's probably, oh my gosh, it's probably like, I want to say 10, 11 inches tall and probably 7 inches, maybe a little bit more wide. And I'm going to be painting that and turning it into some decor. I was going to try that and see how that looks. And if it turns out well, I'll be back to show you guys that. But this is the last one, and this is the ghost frame paperclip on that one. This one's called Trick or Treat. And again, I have all the same. I just kind of like to do different things, so I put them in different orders or use different stickers. But I did try and stick in the same like vein of how it was set up, so then that way they were kind of consistent. And actually what I found was most efficient is I like to cut all my paper first. So I would cut all the different sizes of paper that I wanted to use and then would put them in piles, and then I would kind of go through and put them together how I wanted. So then it was, you know, easy in terms of putting them together, but then it was like unique because then I could do it how I wanted. So that is that one. So that is it for my project share today. If you are interested in any of these, I will leave a link down below to my Etsy. If you have questions on how I put together anything, please let me know. I'll leave a link down below to the punch I use. I'm almost positive I either got it from Joann's or Amazon. So if I can't find it on Amazon, there won't be a link, but I'll, you know, put in the description like unable to find it. But it's basically a happy planner punch that's small. So then you can do smaller versions like this. I can't really link to any faux leather other than there might be some Halloween themed ones on Amazon, and I can link to that if you are interested. But like I said, these ones are all kind of just random ones that I've had in my stash for a really long time. Other than that, there's not much I can link to help you out if this is something that you're wanting to make. I would just encourage you to, you know, go through your stash and see what you have. If you have any other questions that I perhaps did not answer, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for being here.